Hello and welcome to episode 15 of our Unit4 Financials by Coda feature Spotlight series. This episode is a short introduction to digital invoicing. Digital invoicing, also known as e-invoicing, is becoming more and more common in countries throughout the world. What is an e-invoice? In most cases, it's an XML file or data structure that contains all the information you see in a typical paper invoice, such as the supplier's name and address, the customer, VAT numbers, description of the goods or services, due dates, invoice amounts, and so on. It's simply much more efficient for a computer to deal with an XML data structure rather than a scanned paper document. Millennium have developed a framework called Millennium Digital Invoicing, or MDI for short, which allows us to manage incoming and outgoing XML invoices in a standard way. The MDI framework makes no built-in assumptions about the format of the digital files, so it can be adapted to different formats and local requirements. Whilst we can work with different file formats, we decided early on to develop our software to work only with Unit4 Financials by Coda. So, MDI is not a generic solution which is compatible with just any accounting system. Our screens and the underlying logic are designed specifically for Coda, and MDI is designed to leverage the flexibility of Coda specifically. It is not a generic solution, so it is fully integrated into Coda and makes the best possible use of Coda's API and its well-known flexibility. Later on in this video, we will share how our customers in Italy use this product to manage their digital invoicing needs. What are the advantages of digital invoicing? You will see that our customers, while meeting legal requirements, have also gained efficiency and saved considerable costs. We are moving from paper to digital throughout the world, and digital invoicing is becoming obligatory in some countries. But it is also a massive time saver for our users. Data goes straight into financials, without the need for an employee to read one invoice at a time and then manually type the data into the Coda input screen. Using MDI, multiple invoices can be managed in batches and posted in seconds. This also means that costs are significantly reduced. Invoices are sent over the internet, there's no need for postage, and there are no invoice handling costs. Our customers' accounting staff don't have to deal with the repetitive tasks of data entry and reading from paper invoices one line at a time. MDI makes our customers' employees more valuable, allowing them to concentrate on more important tasks. Far fewer mistakes are made when entering supplier invoices. Human errors virtually disappear, and the data is mapped and goes straight into Coda. This means better cash flow for our customers, who are able to deliver their invoices to their customers more quickly and efficiently. One of our customers is able to post hundreds of invoices per minute and automates around 95% of the invoices they receive from their suppliers. Also, let's not forget that digital invoicing is much greener than the paper alternative. Digital invoicing helps our customers reduce their carbon footprint. In summary, replacing paper invoices with e-invoices can make a great difference to the efficiency of invoicing processes in general. Incoming invoices. Using MDI to manage one invoice at a time, a single invoice is uploaded and a draft posting is displayed and amended at will. You can then add or delete lines, change details, manage VAT, then post to Coda. But also, following a set of predefined rules, multiple e-invoices can be loaded as a zip file and posted in batches into Coda. At its simplest, MDI can propose a draft posting in which the individual lines and amounts have been copied from an e-invoice, part of the accounting key is completed, and the line descriptions are copied over. The user is then expected to complete any other data where necessary. In a more sophisticated scenario, using predefined rules which have been configured specifically for the company, the user just clicks a button and MDI attempts to post all the invoices automatically. Those that don't meet certain criteria or cannot be posted automatically because of posting errors can then be adjusted and posted manually by the user. Depending on the mapping that is available, automatic postings can be as high as 100%. This will depend on the type of invoices that are received. If many repetitive invoices for similar services are received, for example, then these can be mapped with a greater rate of success. A basic example of mapping would be to find the supplier's VAT code in the e-invoice, then map it to a coda supplier element and build up the summary line. Then look for certain strings in the e-invoice and map these to elements on the analysis lines. Some data requires copying only, such as the due date, which can be looked up in the e-invoice, then written directly to the due date header or line field in coda. If you wish, e-invoices and any attachments can be viewed directly from MDI before posting. Indeed, you can use the application at any time simply as a tool for viewing any e-invoices you wish. The history screen keeps track of all incoming invoices and shows the document key which was assigned by coda after posting. A hash of the incoming invoice and the values it contains is held by MDI. This means you are warned if you attempt to post the same invoice more than once. MDI can connect to a third-party file server in the cloud and download the invoices if required. MDI can also manage withholding tax on the incoming invoices. And finally, MDI allows you to search for pro forma invoices, which can be cancelled and replaced by the new incoming e-invoice. Outgoing invoices. In Italy, outgoing invoices have the same format as incoming invoices, but it's also possible to cater for different output formats. Attachments can be added using user extensions, allowing you to add attachments to the e-invoice from a file server or from a web service. The attachments can be in any format. For example, they might be courtesy copies of the invoices themselves, or can contain details about the products being sold, or might contain images, or all of these together. Importantly, MDI automatically checks all outgoing invoices for any formal errors and logs any problems, and it makes sure that you send only valid e-invoices to the SDI and to your customers. You're also able to view all the details in your invoices yourself before sending them out. You can visually validate all the details in the file, plus you can check and open all the attachments. You can also check the raw XML data structure if you wish. You can choose to send one file at a time, or create zip files in batches per company and/or per VAT register. Again, as for incoming invoices, the outgoing history screen keeps track of all outgoing invoices and their status, and you can always view the invoices from this screen. To avoid creating duplicate invoices, MDI won't normally allow you to generate the same e-invoice more than once. In the history screen, you can reset the status for a set of invoices, so that this restriction can be overridden if required, allowing you to generate the invoices again. For more information or a demo of MDI, please do get in touch, and we are always happy to help.